Hello everyone. I am going to play some duels today. I ended my last video on a hot streak. I won 3 out of the 3 games that I played. I'm at the highest rating I have ever been at, and I'm sitting in the top 10 in this Master 2 division for pretty much the first time, hoping to eye up a promotion into Master 1. Before I get into playing a duel though, I want to give a shout out to a friend of the channel who left a very helpful comment on my last video. I'll leave it here on the screen if you'd like to pause and read it. But it was a tip on the pole tops in Saskatchewan. I had not previously known this information. I find it to be extremely useful. So thank you once again for taking the time out of your day to teach me about something like this. I really do appreciate it. If anybody has any advice, or if you see something in a round that I don't, please just leave a comment below and let me know. I'm extremely eager to learn and hear your feedback. My channel is small enough that I'm able to see all of these comments, so your voice is definitely heard. Thank you all again for your continued support. I think for right now, though, it is time for me to get into my first duel of the day, so let's get into it. Okay, we got a really good-looking opponent here. I'm going to wave for good luck as always. They're much higher rated than me. Let's see what we can do here. I see Arrête. Okay, that is only found in Quebec. I'm going to go in this greater Montreal area and place the pin. Other player also goes in Quebec, and it was much further north. It's going to do a little bit of damage to me. Okay, we got another potential U.S. round with this Dodge Ram here. Could also very well be Mexico. It's definitely going to be Mexico. Where's this in the west? I feel like it could be up here in Baja California. I don't want to get too risky on these. It is quite a big body of water, though. East. Yeah, I think something like up here could make sense. I'm going to go and place the pin. I think it's just kind of risky, but we'll see. The player goes in Mexico, and it was much further south into Guadalajara, so that was too risky of a move for me, I think. It's going to do some damage to me. Can't tell where that sun is coming from. Looks like we are driving on the left, though. These look like South African to me. I feel like South Africa would probably be the best bet. These kind of mountains like this. I'm going to go in and around this area here. Next to Lesotho. The other player goes much further south. I think it goes slightly closer that time. I feel like this ought to be the Philippines. Beach resort. I'm just going to plop the pin somewhere in the middle. The player goes much further north. Okay, they were closer once again. Okay, we're getting into the multipliers now. It's still anybody's game. Looks to be very Italian. This could be Italy. Yeah, I like Italy the most. I mean, I'm not sure if it's one of the islands, but I'm just going to go here on the coast. The other player goes in Greece, and it was Italy. That's going to do some damage with the multiplier. First meaningful chunk of damage I've done all game. Can't tell if this is like Germany or the Netherlands with that language. Let me see one more time. think the opponent will have the advantage. And I'm just not sure. I gotta guess quickly here before the player gets a perfect score on it. They might have the advantage here. Goes much further north. Okay, doing a little bit of damage again. Battling back. This is somewhere out in Russia. I think it's kind of more interior, but I don't know. I'm going to place the pin out here, kind of further to the east of Russia. The other player goes in Ukraine, and it was Ukraine. It's going to knock me out of the game. Was not familiar with that landscape or the bollards. I thought I was in Russia. Good game, though. It's going to knock me out. End my 3-game win streak. Still above 900 on the rating. All right, so it was just a matter of time before I lost that game. I lost my 3-game win streak. I'm going to play another game here. See if I can have some better luck. Okay, got another good-looking opponent here. Waving for good luck. See these really big insulators. I'm wondering if this is like Sri Lanka. Gee, I can't really tell. I don't have a whole lot of time. I'm going to go for it. The player also goes in Sri Lanka, and it was just a little bit further to the east. See this thick pole here. I think typically I've seen stuff like this more in like Bulgaria. I'm going to go and place the pin. I don't really know anything else. The other player's gone as well. I'm going to go ahead in Bulgaria here. The other player goes in Serbia, and it was actually Czechia. It's going to do another chunk of damage to me. Appears to be Arabic. Driving on the left. Oh, okay, that makes sense. This is Indonesia. I can't really remember which of the islands usually speaks in Arabic. I'm going to go ahead and just place it here in Kalimantan. The other one goes up in Malaysia, and it was actually Malaysia. Okay, not doing too hot today. Sun appears to be more in the north. Okay, so that's not Colombia, maybe Ecuador. I actually don't know where I am at the moment. The other player goes in Argentina, and it was Argentina. Just never really seen that before. Okay, so I'm skirting on the fumes here. Definitely not seeing the game too well right now. Not too concerned, though. I do have a little bit of health to deal with. This one appears to be in the south. Black car. I don't know, perhaps it's Mexico. I mean, we'll see. They're going to be on the other side of the world, and it was South Korea of all places. Okay. Both of us were way off. Still alive. Truck route. Okay, we are in the U.S. I think this has to be like Kansas, Oklahoma. The other player goes in Kentucky. It was North Dakota that time, so it's going to do a little bit of damage here. Tiny, tiny chunk of damage, while I still have very few points here to work with. It appears as though we are in Taiwan. Definitely in Taiwan. I got to be slightly closer, so I just got to go in the middle as a hedge. I don't have a lot to work with. The other player does the same. I think I was slightly closer again. All right, battling back here. Don't call it a comeback. Red and white bollards. Can't tell if this is like South America. I think we see those in Ecuador, though. Those bollards like that. These red and white ones. The other player goes in Vietnam, and it was Thailand. It was Cambodia. Okay, that's going to knock me out of the game. Didn't do too well in this one either, so I'm sliding here. I'm on a 2-game losing streak. Sliding out of the top 10. No problem, though. Now, and unfortunately, sliding a little bit on a 2-game losing streak. I'm going to play at least one more game here. Do I get swept? I got to play a good-looking, really good-looking player here on a 3-game winning streak, so we'll see what happens. Yeah, can't really tell on the sun. I mean, that could be Mexican. These poles. I mean, I really don't know where else to go here. That does kind of look like a Mexican pole. I just got to go with it, I suppose. The other player goes in, it was the Philippines. It's going to do a ton of damage. Okay. This looks like the very south of maybe Argentina. Sun is in the north. To go like down here. Yeah, just place the pin. The other player goes in New Zealand, and it was, I guess, south of Argentina. Okay, so it's doing a huge chunk of damage. This ought to be Russia someplace. Overall, not too helpful, though. Russia is extremely hard. It's got to place the pin here and someplace in the middle of it. Hopefully it's good enough. That's all I can do. The other player goes way east. Yeah, it's spot on. Very good guess. This should be Guatemala. The other player also goes in Guatemala. Okay, it was slightly to the east there. Tiny chunk of damage. This is Brazil. only I knew. I just got to place it here. The player goes much further north and was spot on it once again. So that's gonna knock me out. I'm on a 3-game losing streak. So I won 3 games in the first video of the week, and now I'm on a 3-game losing streak. Got swept. Gotta love when that happens, but honestly, I just didn't really play all that well today. But, you know, I'll be able to bounce back. I'll get back to studying, I'll get back to practicing, and I will be back again tomorrow with more duels.